has always been an important part of my life, especially due to the fact that food is a necessary key to survival. While I'm always sure to eat a variety of food that was somewhat healthy, I never put a lot of thought into what was in the foods I was eating. It came to my attention that some of the food I was eating contained crops with GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, which means their genetic makeup had been altered. I heard a lot of talk about how unnatural and bad GMOs are in food, but I never took into consideration on why they had such a bad reputation. I would always hear people claim that GMOs are not healthy for human consumption. It would confuse me when I heard this just because I would always eat food containing GMOs without any consideration, and everything seemed fine. How could the FDA approve foods with GMOs that were actually unsafe? Other arguments against GMOs involved economic and environmental impacts. As I heard more about GMOs in food and what they were actually affecting, I began to realize that GMOs were more serious than I originally thought. The controversy over this topic made me begin to question why the genes of crops were being altered in the first place. I began to think about the benefits of GMOs. The idea that people can manually change the genes of an organism to make it better was extremely intriguing. GMOs can make crops more resistant to pests, increase their growing season, and allow them to have a longer shelf life. To me, this sounded ideal. Being able to eat things such as strawberries and corn on the cob all year long would have a very positive impact on my life. While I can see how it is very beneficial to be able to modify the genes of certain crops to make them the ideal breed, it is also somewhat worrisome to know that the food I am eating has been altered in a lab, which makes me curious about the health risk in eating genetically modified foods. Is it beneficial to eat GMO-free food versus GMO-contained food? What are the other effects genetically modified foods have on the society and the world? I never used to think twice about eating foods that contain GMOs. However, the more I hear about the topic, the more I want to determine if I should start to consider this when making decisions about my diet.